Good morning guys, it is currently Saturday the 5th of December. It's currently around 9 o'clock and I've just been editing the video, the vlogmas that's coming out this Saturday tonight, and I'm currently rushing, a bit stressed because I'm going ice skating and I'm being picked up in a couple of hours, so I'm not even halfway done with editing. I'm trying to upload this video which is actually taking a lot longer, and they've just texted me that they're about 20 minutes away, and on the YouTube thing it literally says 18 minutes, so I'm really hoping this just goes quicker than normal. And you guys will never know the level of detail I'm going through and cutting through Fatty Q on a band 5, which basically, oh my gosh, that's so dusty, but yeah, it just changes up. I don't know if you guys even like notice, but every transition at the end of it, the music doesn't just rise, but it rises on a frequency level, and it's just like those little things that, you know, I always take pride in. Oh my god, I've just come home from being with family the whole day. It's one of those things where it actually really does tire you out. It's the past couple days have been kind of non-stop, and I quite like that, to be honest. I kind of like being busy and like being productive, and I don't know, I think I get that from uni. If there's one thing that I've learned from being at uni, is just having that non-stop mentality. But I guess the drawbacks of that is that when you do sort of slow down, you feel like there's something wrong, like there's just something that's missing. And yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted, and I need to edit a bit of this video because I don't want to make the same mistake that I did this morning, just trying to get that up and then having to carry my laptop around. Good thing my mom didn't ask. I mean, maybe she knows. but yeah, I'm gonna chill. It's currently 7:41. Don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, 7:41. I'm guessing like the first bit of this video, I haven't really done much chart stuff since today. Haven't really looked at the charts or done that sort of stuff. So just after seeing family, I always go back to like, why am I doing what I'm doing, and understanding that my purpose with this whole trading thing is never just about me. It always goes back to family, wanting to provide for them and being that rock for them. So yeah, it's great to see them, it's great to catch up with them, great to go ice skating. But yeah, these times, you know, makes me reflect on my why and my purpose with trading. And my housemate is coming in. Maybe I should scare her. What is up, guys? It's currently just about noon. Done a lot of work. No, I'm kidding. I didn't wake up feeling great this morning, not gonna lie. It's been a bit of a slow Sunday morning. I've been sleeping like really badly. Yeah, like just not feeling good during the night, so it's been disrupting my sleep. So this morning I woke up and I had a Zoom meeting. My friend invited me to join her Bible study session. She's doing Book of James, and it was on like money and wealth and all that good stuff. So yeah, I just jumped on and had a good listen. But yeah, just jamming out and taking it slow today, kind of recovering from the past couple of days. Did my ASR this morning for the week. So I'm currently on my Notion setup on my monthly and weekly ASR templates. So for the first week of December, these are the trades that I've taken. And to be honest, I mean, I don't really have this, but I just thought I'd put them on. But usually I just hide them until the end of the month. It's more of a psychological thing. But you can see these are the properties I have. You can see I've hidden the screenshots just because a card pop-up will come up on the top right screen if you guys want to have a look at my Notion templates, and usually, yeah, I'll fill this in at the end of the week. But for example, if you just click on this one, kind of looks like this, and then I just write a couple bullet points on the note on the trade itself, sort of what I was looking at, the forecast, the entry, how I managed it. And this one actually includes an improvement on how I manage this trade, especially since we had higher time frame momentum. Understanding that I could have trailed with structure rather than a candlestick level, but again, this is something I am testing and refining as always. So yeah, that's just a little example of what a weekly analysis will look like. And then following trades and the following weeks I'll put here. And as you guys know, I also put winners through here. So then it's sort of like a gallery of all my winning trades. And yeah, I probably won't go over this again in the coming vlogmases because yeah, this is just an insight into it, and hopefully you guys can sort of now take the first step to doing your own one as well. As in the trades that I've taken this week, however, there's still another part of my ASR that I do, which is like trades that I missed and other opportunities that were out there that I might have not seen during the week. So it's kind of like I'll backtest that week for my top 3 pairs, which is EU, AU, and EJ, and NU, I guess. I kind of say that AU and NU are quite very like similar. So I kind of like backtest that week, and I'll just see if there's any other opportunities that would have been in my plan that I didn't take. Maybe I was asleep, maybe I just didn't forecast it at all. It's usually those 2 reasons. When mornings are like this, or like, when I have days where usually in the morning I'll get my work done, and then I said that in the noon, then I'll go off and kind of do more creative stuff or less brain stimulating activity. This is a day where it's the complete opposite. The morning is slow, I'm more jamming, I'm chilling, I don't know, I might be in bed doing my forecast, doing my analysis, or might not even be doing any work in the morning, and then it'll ramp up, then my brain kind of wakes up in the evenings, afternoons. So yeah, this is one of those days where today in the morning I'm taking it slow, and play one more song for you guys. Jump on the FTMO website, you can see that they have their frequently asked questions. Can I trade the news? And well, with the FTMO challenge and verifications, you can hold trades during news releases, and then you can read all the other stuff. And it's only for funded FTMO traders. You're not allowed to execute any news trades or close any existing trades in the window of 2 minutes before or after. So that's a 4-minute window of a news announcement. So here are all the restricted news announcements. This is sort of what was restricted on Friday, because we had NFP and then some CAD restricted events. So here it's in Central European time, I want to say, and then that's an hour ahead of where I am, so GMT. So that's actually going to be 1:30 p.m. So you can see that this is the NFP candle. So technically that's at 1300 hours, so 1 o'clock. NFP is at 1:30. This is how I manage my trades, and this is how I manage my FTMO account, especially with high impact news like NFP. So as you can see that I was in this trade after this hourly close, and then we pushed down. After that push down, we were running around 1%, and I had naturally trailed my stop. Let me just put it here. I put my stop just below this value, so just above break even, so that if I was ever to be taken out before NFP, then at least I'll be in profit. I didn't make a loss. If we've if we're having a massive news announcement where I'm going to close my trade anyway, there's absolutely no reason why I should let price take me out. So in this case, this is one of the things that I add to my plan and to my management rule when we have NFP, when we have any high impact news. So we can see that we kind of pushed around 9, 10, and then we had this 11 a.m. candle. Now, obviously, this is the time I'm starting to go out because I have I'm meeting a friend for lunch. It was just around an hour and a half before NFP where I just manually closed it and called it a day. So I took around just under 1.1%. And then obviously I was at lunch. Then we had the NFP candle, it broke down, and then we continued to just push down. So this is actually a very nice trade looking back in hindsight. You can see we've had this ascending again, like I said, ascending. And for those who remember, I used to say the 90% rule, where price will come back to the start of an ascending channel, and you know, either continue, smash through it, or descend and push back up, or just range around until it wants to decide it wants to go up or wants to go down. So, you know, this is a very strong, let's look at the weekly actually on this. This is a very strong weekly close. And again, what I'm seeing in terms of, for those who do trade patterns, is this sort of ascending here. And, you know, if we do measure the pole of this flag, let's have a look where that leads to, back to the start of this ascending. So, I mean, there's always a lot of different confluences and whatnot with this, but I want to keep it to the management side. So yeah, even though I could have been like, oh, I'd be running at around 5.2%, 5.3%, you know, I don't have that attitude, because this is where I stick to my plan, and my plan I know works, it's profitable, and I would much rather be taken out in small profit than to actually lose my entire funded account because of not sticking to rules. Because what happens is, this is a violation of the rules. So if you do trade within the 2-minute window before and after a news announcement, you know, imagine this candle absolutely, you know, shot up to the upside, then, you know, you lose your funded account. And this isn't sort of where we want to be. We don't want to be in that mindset. We don't want to, you know, give ourselves that. We don't even want to be thinking like that. I know some people, they add to their stops. Some people literally remove their stops. But again, this isn't the kind of risk that I want to be taking with a funded account. At the end of the day, I'm a risk manager. I manage risk. I'm not just, you know, gambling and hoping for the best, that, you know, if it does shut up, and let's say I've moved my stop all the way up here, and let's say that's already that could even be potentially lower than the 5% of my initial start balance, which is another rule that is a violation, and that's floating. So yeah, I was happy to close it at that. And even though it could have been like this, you know, I don't play that whole game on myself where I'm, oh, coulda, shoulda, woulda been up 5%. So yeah, that's just sort of the reasoning why I close it. I always close it before a news announcement. So it's as simple as that. But, you know, there's times, you know, when the trade will play out, and that's fine though. But you got to remember that, imagine the trade didn't play out, and you got to be grateful that you stick to your plan, and, you know, you don't take unnecessary risk. Because I would much rather take the 1% again than to completely lose my funded account and then have to go through making 10% for the challenge and then 5%, and then having to, you know, wait the 10 days, etc., when I can literally just follow a rule that will remove or alleviate any of this unwanted risk that I don't need.